There's a very specific moment that many high-achieving women experience in midlife. It's not dramatic, it's not a breakdown, it's a wobble. You're still delivering, still experienced, still capable, but meetings cost way more energy than they used to. You prepare way more than you ever used to need to, and you hesitate just a little bit before speaking up. And you replay all the conversations afterwards. Externally, you look the same, but internally, you feel less certain. And because you're still performing and you're nervous about what's going on, you don't say anything to anyone. Most women assume one of three things. Maybe I'm losing my edge. Maybe I'm not as sharp as I used to be. Maybe I just need to get a grip and push through. When I first started noticing these shifts, I was told I was way too young for it to be menopause. I knew something had changed, but there wasn't the language for it. It was a few years ago, before everybody was talking about menopause. It was still a taboo subject. And because I didn't know how to talk about it, it chipped away at my confidence bit by bit. Because when we don't understand what's happening, we personalise it. We think it's our fault. Here's what's often going on. During perimenopause and menopause, estrogen fluctuates. And estrogen plays a role in how our brain manages the memory function, how it finds those memories and how fast it finds those memories, and also mood regulation. Add disrupted sleep, add accumulated stress from years of high performance, add the cognitive load most midlife women are carrying. Your skill set hasn't disappeared, but your buffers have narrowed. Under pressure, retrieval can feel slower, stress tolerance reduces, decision fatigue increases, and in environments that reward speed and decisiveness, that can feel deeply personal. But it isn't a capacity loss, it's a capacity shift. Confidence is closely linked to cognitive margin. What does that mean? Well, when your system is under strain, you feel less certain, even if your competence hasn't changed at all. And the instinct for most of us is to try to compensate. More preparation, even longer hours, even more self-monitoring. But that increases load, and that makes the wobble grow. In midlife, we need less on our plates, not adding more and more pressure. So a very simple stabiliser that you can try this week is like this. Stop trying to do everything at the same intensity. Choose one meeting, one task, or one day when you deliberately lower the cognitive demands. Close all those extra tabs on your laptop. I'm as guilty as anyone. Silence notifications for an hour or so. And take 5 minutes before or after each meeting just to breathe. Instead of scanning those emails, make sure your breathing's regulated. Try a little breathing exercise. Just deeply in, deeply out. It sounds small, and it is small, but reducing background loads gives your nervous system time to settle. And when the system settles, clarity improves. We often try to fix confidence with mindset, but sometimes the first step is simply to reduce the strain. I recently completed my coaching certification as a menopause coach, and now I'm starting to shape a program for women like me who didn't know where else to turn for support and guidance through perimenopause and menopause. What I know now is that it's a whole person transition. It is not just a group of individual symptoms. I'm building it slowly and thoughtfully, alongside real women who are navigating work, confidence, energy, and identity shifts at this stage of life. There's nothing for you to buy, and there's no rush. But if you're interested to know what's coming next, or be one of those women that is helping me shape the programme, I've opened a very quiet waitlist so that I can let you know when there's more to share. If that feels relevant for you, you're very welcome to join that waitlist. The link to that is in my bio and in the description to this video. And if it's not for you, that's absolutely fine too. I'll keep sharing reflections and insights anyway. If you've enjoyed this video, please drop me a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, please drop them down below, or follow this account for more like this. In the meantime, remember you're amazing and you have an amazing week.